Okay, now's the chance. We're going to go around and cut him off. What are you doing? Pass him. Let's cut him off. Are you listening to me or not? Let's go.
Car 745, do you wish to terminate the pursuit?
140 Ks. I can take him at the next bend.
Car 745, you are to terminate the pursuit. Is that understood?
Matt! What are you stopping for? He's getting away, man. What are we stopping for?
Shit happens out there, Matt. I know that.
But I've got to know what is going on here.
Now, is it something personal in your life?
There's nothing going on. Then what is it, Matt? Because I can't help you if you don't tell me what it is.
Yeah, well, I'm off duty.
Hey, do you know what time it is?
So Donna reckons you've been out partying with Stephen nearly every night this week, huh?
Donna, motor mouth.
I think maybe you should cut it down a bit until these CAS tests are over. What do you think? Hey, Martin! You found anything?
What are they doing over there?
I know, recreational diver reckons he saw something underneath the ledge here, so...
look at the clothing, my guess is that it's a man.
Yeah, a man with a lot of broken bones. Wasn't easy bringing him to the surface.
Did you know that there are 206 bones in the human body?
Where'd you get that off your desk calendar?
So what do you reckon, Woodsy? Do you think someone tried to hide him under that crevice or what?
Maybe. Or the tide could have carried the body around from the gap. It's happened before.
Wonder how long our Mr. Bones has been down there.
About 3 years.
So, this is definitely a man.
Yeah, judging by the shape of the pelvis.
So, Chop, what do you know about all these broken bones? What's that?
Well, there's multiple fractures of every long bone, his skull, and most of his vertebrae.
So what? Bashed or?
I'd say a fall, long one onto something hard.
And concrete?
Yeah, or water.
Water, so maybe he's gone off the gap, suicided. Poor Mr. Bones.
Oh, hey, g'day, Donna.
Oh, hi, Steve. I'm sorry, I'm running late. Really, really late. I had to get the mail, in case you were going to ask. Anyway, how are you?
Oh, you've lit up my day.
Oh, you're as bad as Matthew, all bull.
Oh, no. He's all, I'm mostly. So where is the boy?
I don't know, but you shouldn't keep him out so late. You know he's got his test coming up soon.
Come on, wild horses and half a house brick wouldn't stop him.
Oh, really? Hey, can you give these to him for me, please? They're IOUs. I found them in the housekeeping kitty. Tell him that the supermarket doesn't take them, OK?
Hey, g'day, matey. How goes it, Gav? You short again, mate.
Oh, for Christ's sake, I told her last week. Next payday. What are you doing here?
I really need you to do another shift for me tonight.
Thought last night was it.
Matty, come on, mate. I wouldn't ask you unless it was really important.
What's so important?
I'm trying to organise myself another job. You know, more regular hours, none of this midnight to dawn shit. I've got an interview first thing. Come on, mate, look, you can use the money, you'd be doing me a favour, and you can look gorgeous in the eye again. What more could you want?
Yeah, all right.
Oh, you're a good mate,
Yeah,
Matty.
I know.
All right.
Quinn! Shouldn't you be somewhere?
Yeah, I was on my way, sir.
I'm Steve Ferguson. I'm a mate of Matt's.
Hey, you want a bite?
No, thanks.
You're dead.
Yeah, that's what happens when you get shot by your own partner.
What, you shot the Sarge?
Yeah, he shot me. But,
What'd you go and shoot the Sarge for?
you know, you're usually not such a complete moron. So what happened?
I don't know, I'm sorry. I mustn't have been concentrating.
I'd like to congratulate Senior Constable Quinn for managing to shoot his senior officer. Needless to say, you both failed.
Oh, come on. Look, it's not my fault, you know.
You're the senior officer. You're responsible for your man.
Chopper just rang through the details of our skeleton, man.
Come on, Gav.
He's aged between 30 and 40 years old, 185 centimetres. Come on, Sykes!
Anything from missing persons?
Yeah, there's like 23 other men that fit this description that went missing 3 to 4 years ago. They're sending a batch of dental records over and Chopper's working on them right now.
What else you got?
Look, Jeff, we'd be more advanced with this if we didn't have to put up with this Ponzi sort of work, you know, all this sort of stuff.
Yeah, because I recall you failed your last test. Maybe you might learn something from these punches.
Huh? You're up, Jack.
Right, Sergeant Pullis. So, mate, what am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to defend myself, subdue you and arrest you, all using this bit of a stick.
It's got a baton, Jack.
Oh, baton? What a stick, man.
Show us what a big man you are, pig.
Pig? You must know politer crims than I do, mate, because I've never been called a pig.
What are you waiting for, you gutless pig?
Come on. You see, this baton, right? The baton was never your problem, mate. It was always going to be the knee.
That's not recommended procedure.
Oh, mate, I use it and I recommend it.
Unit 1, one, can you make sure Bay 1's locked down?
Yeah, copy that. I'm locking it down now. Thanks, Ralph.
Hey, Steve. I thought this was his shift.
Yeah, I'm filling in for him.
Yeah? Oh, shit, eh? Look, mate, I got a container for Bay 1.
No, I can't use Bay 1. Burst main, it's underwater.
No, you don't understand. I got to put it in Bay 1.
No, you don't understand. Bay 1's shut. You can put it in Bay 7.
Well, my boss wants it in Bay 1.
Listen, mate, I'm just doing my job. You can either put it in Bay 7 or you can turn around and take it back to where it came from. Hey, you going somewhere?
Yeah, well, here, hopefully. Look, my landlord's mucked me around. He's upped my rent on me, and the place is an absolute dump, you know. I need somewhere to stay for, like, just a couple of days, you know. G'day, Donna.
Hello, Steve. Did I hear right? You want to stay?
Yeah, just for a couple of days till I sort myself out, find a place for myself. I'll pay my way.
Yeah, you'd be the first. It's fine. As long as it's only for a couple of days and you have to stay on the couch, OK?
Couch is fine. I'll sleep on the floor if it means sleep.
Yeah, what time did you two stay out till last night?
I got to go to work.
Has he got a new girlfriend or something?
Why, you're jealous?
As if. I'd better go and get dressed. It's my RDO. I've got shopping to do.
Oh, well, take this. For Kitty?
You're a star. Steve. Hey.
It all happened so fast, you know. I was almost asleep here, and there's a knock at the door. I got up, and I thought it was Donna. I opened it, and it was a crash. I got this fist straight in my face. The rest of it's really a blur.
He was about 163 centimetres tall, with a bit of a beard and light brown hair. And he was wearing white top and blue jeans.
See his face?
No, I was reaching down into my bag to get my keys, and then I was on the ground. I saw him running off.
Are you sure nothing went missing?
Oh, I'm pretty sure, but I'll have another good look.
Look, maybe it was a burglary gone wrong. Sometimes they knock at the door to suss whether you're home or not.
I want to give him a fright.
OK. Well, we'll get you down the station, get you cleaned up and get a few details, eh? Listen, you all right?
Oh, yeah, I'm fine, thanks. I just wish I could have flattened the bastard.
Do you mind working with a police artist so we can get a picture?
Yeah, I could give it a go, I guess. But, I mean, like I said, once the king hit me, it was all a bit of a blur to me. He'd end up looking like Elvis or someone.
Yeah, maybe druggies. That'd explain the bashing.
I don't know. Maybe this was planned. There could be a motive, you know.
Someone set out to assault you.
Why?
Well, I don't know. That's what we'll need to look at.
Oh, I don't know anyone who'd want to bash me.
All right. What do you work?
Finch and Property Services, night watchman. Look, I haven't got an enemy I know of, and I just moved in with Donna and Maddie like an hour before. Who would know I was there?
Yeah, Donna said something about you having problems with your landlord. What's that?
Oh, yeah, I mean, he wanted to up the rent on me, but that's not important. The point is, the move was a spur of the moment thing. I didn't tell anyone.
Oh, you could have been followed. Where were you living?
Glebe.
Yeah.
Palmer Street, 37. Look, I'm sorry this happened, obviously, because this hurts me, and I'm really sorry because I cannot help you.
You're not planning any more moves, are you?
No.
OK, good up. Thanks. Listen, we'll need to talk to you again sometime, maybe. OK.
Thanks.
Mate, you all right? Yeah, you should see the other bloke.
What do you think, Jack?
I don't know. Let's leave it with the local cops, see what the door knock turns up, eh?
Oh, Chopper got a dental match for our skeleton. Ryan Collins reported missing 3 years ago by his wife, Tanya.
Red was Ryan's favourite colour. I remember telling him how handsome he looked in this shirt. That day. The last day I saw him. He made some witty remark. What was it? Ryan was very witty. So he was there, all this time in the water.
Tanya? You okay?
Detective...
Sinclair.
Hi, Malcolm Reeves. Tanya called after you rang. Well, I recognise the shirt. Wow, it's just a shock after all this time. We always knew he'd do something, but we didn't, well, we couldn't be sure.
You mean suicide?
Yeah, we'd been expecting it since he was diagnosed.
Diagnosed with what?
Ryan had Huntington's chorea. It's a hereditary disease that destroys the brain.
I'm sorry, I didn't know that.
His dad had it. He killed himself when we were in high school.
Right, and you thought Ryan would do the same?
It's a cruel disease, Detective. There's no treatment. You know, slowly robs a man of his mind and his body, and he saw what it did to his dad. He didn't want it to happen to him.
This means I can bury him. Have a proper funeral.
Yeah, of course. We just need clearance from the coroner, but yeah. So if his body washed up on the shore, that'd be like 3 years ago. She loved him. You know, that's sad.
Yeah, it is.
All right, so you're going to hold this against me because I got a little bit upset.
No, listen, it says here, the symptoms don't usually manifest until a person's at least 35.
So this guy's been living in fear of getting this disease since he was a teenager. How awful is that?
Yeah, look, loss of memory, personality changes. According to this, suicide's common. I mean, I'd neck myself.
No,
you know?
I wouldn't. You're kidding.
I wouldn't.
No, they're finding all new cures these days.
Yeah.
You got a minute?
It's just...
Oh, look, I'll get on to Ryan's doctor and confirm the diagnosis.
Listen, uniform boys, they found a neighbour who heard arguing coming from Donna's place. It was around the time that Steve Ferguson was attacked.
But Steve didn't mention talking to this assailant at all.
Jack, Steve Ferguson was Quinn's partner in Perth, right?
Yeah.
Now, they were involved in a very high-speed pursuit. Kids had stolen a car. They crashed into another car and they ended up killing a family of 4.
Thanks for that.
Well, Steve's an ex-copper now, and my mate, so...
This isn't an inquisition, Matt. Steve turns up and your performance drops. On top of the simunition disaster, you seem to have been late for work most days.
Well, that's not his fault.
You're obviously distracted.
Sir, Steve went through a bad time after the accident. Depression, his wife threw him out. He came here to start again.
Well, we've got a bit of a problem, Matt. A neighbour heard 2 men arguing coming from your place.
Noise echoes down our street. They could have been mistaken what house it was.
This is the situation, right? This is not the usual MO for a burglary. Right? It looks more and more like your mate was the target. He says no. I don't know him. You tell me.
Well, I'd believe him.
Regardless? Yeah, 1000%?
Haven't you got a mate like that? So are we finished?
Yeah, thanks, Gwen.
I'll bring Ferguson in.
Thanks, Jane.
So, Donna, tell me, have you seen Matty naked yet? You know, a couple of little toilet runs?
He wears boxers to bed, Emma. Don't be pathetic.
What's that?
I don't know.
Well, you know what it looks like, don't you?
Yeah, well, it better bloody not be. Hi, Steve. This is Emma. Emma, this is Steve.
Hi, I think we may have met down
go and get
at the
Steve.
station.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
We're just, you know, cleaning up.
Yeah, well, I'll give you a hand then.
Oh, yeah.
Hi.
Steve Ferguson here?
Yeah.
Oh.
Steve!
Yo. What's your problem?
Me? No problem. Local cops might have given you one, though. Let's go.
Catch you later.
Oh, that's better. Oh, yeah, it's pretty close to bliss. So you still maintain the argument that your neighbours overheard just before Donna got home was something on the midday movie, right?
That's all it could be.
Right, well, this is a TV guide. No midday movie, not in any channel. Just chat shows and cooking. Right, so you opened the door to the basher, right? He identified you as the bashee. So he chases you around the apartment, ripping things apart, long enough for you to get a really good look at him, which is exactly what you're trained to do.
Sorry.
Hello, liar. I've just been out to Glebe. You live there, all right? In fact, you still do. You paid your rent a month in advance, and the landlord said nothing about an increase.
Well, maybe I don't like living on my own, or maybe,
Oh, yeah.
maybe the landlord's changed his mind. But I don't know who bashed me or why, and everything else is none of your bloody business. So you can call me again when you have that bloke who bashed me in a lineup.
Well, bloody big liar.
Pants on fire. Hey, Jack, have you still got that other helmet?
Yeah,
You want to take me for a burn?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I've had 2 phone calls from Eva. Postcards saying that how much she's missing me. She's giving me hugs and kisses and all that. And I think she's missing me, yeah. Oh, is that right, Gavin? Is it? Yeah? Then I ask myself another question, then I say something else to myself. Gav, cover me for an hour. Not now, Donna.
I don't want drugs in my house.
What?
Steve has cocaine.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does. Emma and I saw it in his bag just before Sergeant Christie came to take him back to the station.
Steve. Steve! Hey! 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 What's going on, Steve? What's going on? The warehouse I've been patrolling for you just got busted for drugs.
So what's going on, Steve? I'm in deep shit, Matt.
Start talking.
Man, I knew something sus was going on. I should have called the cops.
So why'd they bash you, Steve?
Skunk came round to see me, asked me why you were doing my shift. Then he followed me back to your place, saw you in a police uniform, and he thought I was setting them up. And now this, the bloody warehouse gets busted. You know, they're going to think I put the cops onto them. Look, you have every right to be pissed off at me, OK? You can just let me walk away from this. You'll never have to see me again.
No, you got to tell Jack Christie everything you know.
Oh, no, come, no way. He's going to think I've been on the take.
Well, you weren't. So what's the problem? They paid you off.
A couple of $100. That's it.
No, it was coke. Donna saw it in your bag.
I'm not dealing or anything.
But drugs.
Ever since the accident, mate, do you know I can still see their faces? Some nights you go to sleep and you dream that your world's what it used to be. You wake up and it's not. There's only so much of that you can wear. I just need a new start, Matt.
Running's not going to help. You got to tell what you know about those drug dealers. You got to set it right.
Right. You're right.
Okay, Ryan Collins' doctor said in the week prior to Ryan's disappearance, he was having problems walking, right? Now, he told me his movements were jerky and unpredictable, okay? So, what, he makes it all the way up here, with no help, all on his own, gets over this safety rail? What,
I mean, Alex, what are you saying? What, assisted suicide? This is the woman you really felt for, and now you want to put her away for 10 years?
You assume that Ryan Collins wanted to die. Now, just because you would want to pull the plug doesn't mean that everybody else would. I wouldn't. You know, I would fight to my last breath. Now maybe Ryan Collins was the same. Maybe this is murder.
It's just too hard. Why don't you just let it go?
Okay, if Ryan Collins was a healthy man with a bright future, would you still be saying that?
Okay, well, why don't you poke around, have a look at it, right?
Okay.
But I tell you what, I want you to promise me that if I ever go gooey in the head and I need to be attached to a machine, then I want you to promise me you'll pull the pin, right? So who are you going to start with? The wife?
No, Malcolm Reeves. Okay?
Oh. I am gooey in the head.
You are gooey in the head.
Pull the pen.
Afternoon, Mr. Reeves.
Detective, what brings you out here?
I just wanted to know how long you've been running a skydiving company.
Nearly 20 years.
20 years.
Got hooked after my first jump. I was about 16. Seemed natural to make a living out of it.
Okay, was Ryan Collins also a skydiver?
Yeah. It was the love of his life. Apart from Tanya. Is there a problem?
Well, his injuries were caused by falling from a great height.
Yeah, you told Tanya you jumped from the gap.
Yeah, well, that was before we knew about this. Now, I was just wondering, did you take Ryan Collins up for one last jump? Or was he pushed?
Shut up. You shut up, you understand?
Hey,
I could
hey.
never do that. Never. I love that man. He was a brother to me.
Is everything okay, Mel?
Mrs. Collins.
Hey. I'm already running behind schedule.
Oh, yeah, she's all set. Come on, folks, in you get.
So she's a pilot.
Yeah, she got a license 2 years ago, but she was just taking lessons when her husband went missing. Look, I just want to find out if that plane went out the day Ryan Collins went missing.
Yeah, but even if it did, it doesn't mean he was pushed from it.
Jack, I just want to know. I need to know.
Ah, Sergeant Daly, so how's life in drug traffic?
Oh, you know, always interesting. Maybe you should look at joining us.
Oh, no, that place would be too fast for me. It's just about right around here. Listen, the video's set up in the boss's office, just through there. What?
No.
I'm just fostering good interdepartmental relations.
Good boy. Nice work.
Call these the edited highlights of our surveillance we've been doing on the warehouse. Sit through the entire 100 hours, you'd be dribbling. Our intelligence told us we'd find 50 kilos of coke on the premises in Bay 1, and at least one of the principals would be there.
Right, but all you found was, what, a lot of old tinnies and a pair of dirty old underpants. Yeah, you drugs. Fantastic.
Memo to self, next time Jack Christie wants to take a look at one of my tapes,
Yeah.
he can go circumcise himself.
Oh, look. There's the deal going down.
Yeah, we've ID'd the courier. Goes by the name of Skunk. Looks like Ferguson's our best bet to grass on the big boys.
Hey, just, can you stop? Just...
How much longer, man?
You're doing the right thing, Steve. Just relax.
Matthew?
You want to challenge the authenticity of that? No. Well, we'll put aside, for the moment, a pretty bloody obvious breach of the secondary employment policy.
Steve Ferguson got you the job, right?
I needed the money. My decision, my fault. Please leave Steve out of this.
Worry about yourself, Matthew.
Were you ever aware there was drugs connected to the warehouse?
What, do you think I'm stupid?
No, I don't think. I know your judgment's been shithouse recently, so just answer the question.
No, I did not.
Okay, so Steve Ferguson never mentioned it.
No.
Okay, and you never saw anything remotely suspicious?
No, nothing ever happened. The worst problem was a burst water main.
Do you want to involve Monique from drug trafficking?
No, I reckon we can handle this in the station.
All right. We can't let Sergeant Daly wait any longer. We'll let her interview Ferguson.
Right. This look empty to you?
Yep.
It's like your mate's done a bunk.
I knew the water police was a working holiday.
Come on, Ferguson came to us on his own accord. How are we to know?
Well, look, there's no point crying over spilt milk. We just need to figure out why he took off.
Okay, maybe he knew more than he was letting on.
Well, if that was the case, I would have thought he was safer here than on the street.
Unless he's a complete idiot.
Got a description out, Jack?
Yeah, right.
Don't worry. We'll find him.
You better, Jeff, otherwise my report won't make pretty reading.
I've been at my sister's house. She just broke up with her boyfriend. I got home about 10 minutes ago.
Well, Steve has been here. His stuff's gone.
OK, any idea where he might go, someone he'd turn to?
Well, only me. He doesn't know that many people in Sydney.
Righto, you hold here in case he calls.
Sergeant Daly's going to have a field day over this.
Oh, why? They stuffed up the raid.
Drug trafficking stuffed up? How?
Oh, the big haul they were tipped off about wasn't there.
Yeah, the press got it all wrong.
Did they check Bay 7?
What?
What are you saying?
Well, Skunk had a delivery for Bay 1. I sent him to Bay 7 because of the burst water main. Did they check Bay 7?
Thank you, Matthew.
OK.
Bay 7, this way.
Sure.
Hey, look, it's the truck from the video surveillance. Let's go, we want him. Check the truck. Hey! Hey! Hey, come on. Come on, mate. Come on, what's your name?
You gotta be
Hey.
joking.
Ow. You know, Con Poulos would not approve.
Con Poulos should get out more. Get up.
Oh, 50 kilos of coke concealed in China ornaments, apparently.
Are we in for a smashing fine time?
I reckon drug trafficking owes the water police for this one.
Possibly.
Tell you what, you take me to dinner, I'll consider the debt settled, OK? Oh, right.
Let's go.
Nat, I don't think this is such a good idea.
Well, I'm not going to sit around here all day. I'm going to try and find him.
Fine.
Hey!
I'm driving, and not in that heat. Let's go. Where are we going?
Well, he'll know his description's been circulated, so he won't go to an airport and he won't go to a bus depot.
All right, so where we start?
Well, I reckon he'll hitch a lift, so let's go to the highway.
Which one, Nat? You must think I'm a dickhead.
I had to believe him. I hate him.
Why? Because you were driving the car? OK, so what? You're responsible for his missus giving him the flick, huh? You gave him a nervous breakdown. You got him kicked out of the force. And you twisted his arm to get him in on that coke deal. Do you know what he did to you, mate? By letting you work at the warehouse, he put your job at risk. So would a real mate do that? Come on, mate. Jump in, we'll go and grab a beer. Let's go.
No, I'm going to stay here.
Matt, you got to help me, mate. I need your car.
Why did you take off like that, Steve? You were doing the right thing. You were doing OK.
Stupid idea going to the cops. Why did you make me do that? All you needed to do was help me get out of this thing, eh? Look, I'll send you some money later on, all right? But just give me a car. Give it to me. Come on,
no, it ends here, mate.
Don't screw with me.
I'm calling the D's, Steve.
You're not calling anyone. You're a bastard. I trusted you. Get up. Get up. Get up, you bastard.
Stop it!
Do you think you're the only one that still sees that family dead, mangled? Have you ever asked me how I feel? Have you? All you've ever done is make me feel guilty. Well, it wasn't my fault. It was an accident, a horrible, tragic accident, and I will feel sorry for that family for the rest of my life. But I won't be responsible for you anymore.
Alex, here's the logbook you requested for the day of Collins' disappearance.
Thank you,
The
Helen.
skeleton in the harbour, Jack. How's the coroner's brief going?
Oh, just crossing the T's, dotting the I's, Jeff.
Yeah.
Just thought you'd like to know that Skunk's opened up like a can of sardines, giving us all the names we need.
That's great. Listen, we're a great team, I think.
Well, for your information, Sergeant Christie, if it hadn't been for the incompetence of the water police, we could have caught them sooner.
Suppose dinner's off then.
She blew me a kiss.
In your dreams. Mr. Reeves, on your maintenance report on the day that Ryan Collins disappeared, you noted here that damage was done to the nose wheel of the plane. What was that, a bad landing?
It happens.
All right, to an experienced pilot like yourself.
Wind gusts, stuff on the tarmac.
Or seeing someone die?
No.
Listen, I don't know what it must be like to watch someone you love suffer from a disease like that, right?
My husband could, Detective.
Mrs. Collins.
He watched his father.
He knew, didn't he? That you took Ryan up for one last jump.
Well, he must. I damaged the plane on landing. But he's never said anything.
Because he loves you?
My husband approached Malcolm first. Begged him as a friend to take him up, but he couldn't do it.
But you could.
Well, I loved him more. Ryan's plan was to go out on a high, as he called it. He'd jump over water, no parachute, obviously. One last adrenaline rush. His body would be found in a couple of days, and because of his medical condition, no one would be surprised that he'd taken his life. I mean, people almost expected it. So anyway, we flew out past the heads, and Ryan was singing and fooling about like it was some sort of joyride. And then he was at the jump door. And I couldn't go through with it, and I screamed and I said, "No, Ryan, no! Don't do it, please!" I love you, Tanya. I love you, sweetheart. And he was gone. So I flew back to base. And almost crashing on landing. And I went home and I waited for his body to be found. I waited and I waited.
Come on, Pierre, come on. You little runt.
Quinn, can I safely assume that it's going to be a very long time before you contemplate another outside job?
Yes, sir.
Right. Well, why don't you make my day? See what you can do with yourself, son. Get in there into the self-defense test. Make something of yourself.
Sir?
You're next. And why didn't you tell me that you had an extra job and that you were involved in a fatal car crash in Perth? I thought I was your friend.
Get a move on, officer. Come on, Matt. Come on, copper. Take me. What are you? Girl, eh?
Hey? Hey? It's just missed a bloody good show.
Really? You finally passed something?
Oh, I passed. Well, let me just tell you, I reckon the old Christie new manoeuvre lives on. Hey, listen, I checked out the maintenance log on that Cessna.
Yeah.
You know the plane had damage done to it the day that Ryan Collins went missing?
Yeah.
You know, you might be onto something with that.
Yeah, me too, but it was all explained.
Right. So how's your investigation going?
It's over. Put to bed.
So what, your theories didn't pan out, sort of? You wouldn't be dead from quits, would you?